goodness. Today we have found the name of the client's latest grift with this community recording studio little scam he's going to put together later this week. It is called round tripping, and it is a charity trick that people of Harry's level do. You know, rich people, they'll always do this kind of war. So we do have the 5 easy steps right here. A public pledge. A wealthy figure like the douchebag figure announces a flashy donation, often at a high visibility event. Charity Kandui is the second one. The money goes to a large intermediary foundation rather than the small local group that is actually showcased. And in this case, it is the BBC Children in Need Foundation. And then the next one, expense loops. The charity then pays for consulting, speaking fees, travel or contracts linked to the donor, which is essentially his private jets, the hotels, all the accommodations. And then the fourth is, of course, the tax benefits that comes with this. The donor gets full tax deductions while incurring little to no net loss. And the fifth is, of course, the PR harvesting that comes with it. Headlines trumpet generosity while the money effectively cycles right back into the donor's pockets. Now, I know you guys are excited for more about. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So, now in 5 easy steps we see what this is called round tripping. The latest appearance at Nottingham's community recording studio is drawing fire. And this was so obvious when you saw what he was doing. Why would he do this all of a sudden? From what I understand, he hasn't done this in 6 years. He hasn't talked about this community recording studio in over 6 years, 2019. Which is funny because the way that this happens, right? He loses Sentebale, and yet he claimed he was going to start another one over there in Africa. Never happened. And now all of a sudden this one that he hasn't done anything with community recording studio. Now all of a sudden they come out and he has not done anything in 6 years. And then, not only that, he's going to make a substantial donation, the exact same way that he did at Santal. Yes, none of what I'm saying is fishy, right? The stop looked perfect on paper. A grassroots charity, kids making music, and Harry swooping in with a big check. But the actual cash is pledged to BBC Children in Need. And there it is right there. That's the big foundation. While the small Nottingham project is used as a stage prop, observers say this setup makes it nearly impossible to track whether the local community sees a penny of that substantial donation. And in my opinion, I'm going to end it right there. Hell no. Hell no. These poor children, just look at this photo. Look at this photo right here. You know, these poor children, they're not going to see a cent. They're not going to see a dime of that money. This is all PR for the douchebag. Honestly, does it get any lower than this? Really, let's just sit with that for a moment. This isn't just some clever accounting. This isn't some harmless bit of PR. This is the calculated, cold-blooded exploitation of hopeful children for personal profit and public image laundering. It's a magic trick, isn't it? A disgusting shell game played with charity funds where the only ones who win are the so-called donors. He swans in, the prodigal prince returning to his charitable roots, gets the glowing headlines, the heartwarming photos with the kids, and then poof. The money vanishes into a labyrinth of foundations and expense reports, only to reappear as a tax deduction and payment for his 5-star lifestyle. It is the absolute pinnacle of cynicism, and it has Meghan Markle's fingerprints all over it. This is far too sophisticated for Harry. He's the puppet, the smiling face sent in to distract everyone, while she, the evil mastermind, pulls the financial strings from her Montecito mansion. She knows this world of smoke and mirrors, of Hollywood accounting where nothing is as it seems. She has taken her Z-lister playbook and applied it to the sacred institution of British charity, and it's just vile. Let's break it down in simple terms. It's like this. You announce to the whole neighborhood that you're donating £1,000 to the local kids' football team. You turn up, get your picture in the local paper holding a giant check, kissing babies, the whole 9 yards. But instead of giving the money to the team, you give it to a massive national sports foundation. Then, that foundation throws you £1,000 back as an appearance fee and for your travel expenses for driving 5 minutes down the road. The local kids team gets nothing but a laminated photo for their clubhouse, while you get the tax break and all the glory. That's round tripping. It's a grift, plain and simple, and he is doing it right in front of our eyes, using these wonderful, innocent children in Nottingham as props in his sick theater. Look at their faces in that photo. They are genuinely thrilled. They think a real-life prince, a man they've seen on TV, has come to their small studio to help them, to validate their dreams. They have no idea they're being used. They have no idea that the substantial donation they've heard about will likely never reach them, that it's just a number being moved around on a spreadsheet to benefit the very man smiling for the cameras with them. It turns my stomach. It really does. And the pattern is undeniable. We saw this with Sentabale, a charity with his name on it, mired in questions about where the money was actually going. Then he loses his grip on it, promises to start something new, and nothing happens. Now, 6 years of absolute silence on this Nottingham studio. 6 years where he hasn't given it a second thought. But now suddenly, when he's in the UK on his failed charm offensive, he needs a quick PR win. He needs to look compassionate and engaged. So they dust off this old patronage, set up a visit, and run the exact same play. It's lazy, it's arrogant, and it shows how little he thinks of our intelligence. He believes we'll all just see the headlines and swoon, oh, look at compassionate Harry helping the children. No, we see the scam. We see the con. We are not that stupid. Now let's contrast this, shall we? Let's look at what real royalty, what true service looks like. Think about our Princess of Wales, Catherine. When she champions a cause, like her work with early years development, she puts in the years of research. She convenes experts. She visits projects quietly. She learns. She listens. It's not about a flashy one-off donation. It's about a deep, long-term commitment to making a tangible difference. You don't see her funneling money through complex conduits. You see her on the floor, playing with toddlers, talking to parents, creating a lasting legacy of genuine change. Or look at our Prince of Wales, William. His work on homelessness, on his Homewards project, is a masterclass in how to use a royal platform for good. It's about bringing people and organizations together, not just for a day, but for years, to tackle the root causes of a problem. It's about substance, not style. Their work is quiet, dedicated, and effective. It's the polar opposite of this loud, flashy, and ultimately hollow stunt that Harry has just pulled. William and Catherine serve, Harry and Meghan perform, and that is the fundamental difference. This whole round-tripping scheme is born of desperation. Their brand is toxic. Their deals are drying up. They are discovering that their royal titles alone are not enough to sustain them. So they have to create the illusion of philanthropic relevance. They need these events, these photos, this positive press to show to potential corporate partners. This visit wasn't for the kids in Nottingham. It was for the executives at Netflix or Spotify or whatever other company they're trying to woo. The children were just unpaid extras in their latest pitch video. They are harvesting these kids' hopes and dreams to fuel their lavish lifestyle in California. It is parasitic. There is no other word for it. They are feeding off the goodwill of the British public and the innocence of children to line their own pockets. And what happens when the cameras leave? Harry jets off, back to his life of luxury, feeling very pleased with himself. Meghan gets to post a carefully curated summary on their website. And those kids in Nottingham? They're left with the fading memory of a visit, wondering where that substantial donation ever went. It's a betrayal. It's a lie. And it is absolutely unforgivable. This one act proves more than anything that he has completely lost his way. The boy who walked behind his mother's coffin, who we all felt such a deep sympathy for, is gone. In his place is a man who would use a children's music studio as a prop in a financial scam. It's a shocking fall from grace, and it's a tragedy of his own and his wife's making. So what do you think? Am I just being cynical, or is this round-tripping scheme as rotten as it sounds? Is there any way to justify this, or is it just the lowest of the low? Let me know your honest opinion down in the comment section. I want to hear what this incredible community has to say. Don't forget to hit that like button if you see the truth in this. Share this video far and wide so others can see it too. And of course, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta, and bye for now.